So now we have to figure out how we're going to deal with the think tank here. Now, I was suspecting the possibility the think tank wasn't going to possibly hold their end of the deal, and I figure that's a fair thing to think may happen. Get off my cord from my headset. I mean, I think anyone would come to the conclusion that the think tank might do that. Oh dear, up! Watch out for that wailing. And that thing blew up into fucking nothing. Man, why does it have to be so fucking dark in here? Actually, how the hell do you even get back up there? Like, how do I get back over there? Apparently there was more of this. I'm not gonna... Oh, I'll loot that, though. I need medical shit. I'll take the rad wave, too. I really wish it wasn't so fucking dark here. So yeah, I guess they really meant for you to actually get off the platform, and this probably goes to those taunts. I'll take ammunition. What about that? Yeah, and see over here, I bet was for these taunt things. That mouse, because it's dead. I don't know if I've been in that room. Oh well. Okay. I just want to get out of here. I really wish it wasn't so fucking dark in here, though. I mean, good lord. Ah, that was a step thing right there. So, a bit of a shame there was more I could do that I didn't realize. Because I thought, like, the floor might have been electrified because of the sound. You know, you hear now that sparking sound. Then the fact that, you know, a direct hit really fucking hurts. So the idea of running around on the ground, though, actually, what you probably were meant to do was probably use those robots to distract it and then move around during that time. That's probably what it meant for you to do. Probably. Oh, welcome to the party. Oh, I see that. Let me. Because I see that is actually underneath. Let's see. I need that one. Need you to go to the top. There we go. Welcome. Just in time for what's theoretically the end of Old World Blues. Let's see what the conversation starts up as, but depending on what they say is whether I put into them or try to find a way to cause them to just not pursue anything. But let's see what they... I definitely will say if they uphold their end of the bargain, I'll be more likely to want to spare them. But seriously, they betray me, especially very violently. Oof. Okay. I guess those scorpions despawned. Okay, think tank. Indeed. Also, I noticed the blue atmosphere in here is gone. Now, my brain said... Actually, wait, didn't my brain want me to put in the Sack Force? I guess I could do that real quick. I don't want to really, lose my spine and heart. Kinda want those back.
You require some additional services? And rightly so, I should think. Alright then.
Well, I should get a basic exam, get all the radiation and everything out of me. Pulling for a step.
You require some additional...
Interesting.
You require some additional service?
The toaster. Beware the toaster. If you could, burn the world.
Alright then. I'll go ahead and save appeal. Let's see what the date is at now. I highly doubt it went down anymore. Yeah, it went up a little bit, but didn't go back to 950 it was. Hey! Okay, think tank, let's have a little conversation here. Can I talk to the other ones?
Klein away! On Until next time.
So I can still talk to them.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped? I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again. And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
There's a lot of tempting, interesting things here. The two I'd like to do is that one and that one.
Nonsense. Confer, colleagues. Those are two words I do not recognize.
Dr. Klein, please. Let's see what its insides look like. Finally.
Fine. Are you sure we've calculated all the combat probabilities here? I mean, the lobotomite confronted Mobius. Plus, you know, we haven't had a COMBAT drill in forever. I don't think we could form a tactical attack triangle if we wanted to.
Releasing the WOMBAT was not my plan, O, so get off my voice box.
Silencing opinionators.
Why are you acting like this? You've never refused to commit necessary surgery before. And this lobotomite needs its surgery. A noble speech, but there is no room in my vocabulators for friend and lobotomite in the same sentence. The very concept, revolting. Perhaps you are irradiated with camaraderie radiation. We have chems for that. We can save you from your emotional addiction. Why am I even listening to you fools? The determinators are greater than the hesitators, so hesitators, be quiet. We are bigger, smarter, and floatier than you, lobotomites. We don't wish to fight you, so surrender your brain, now. You are lying. No, you are not. Your heartbeat, perspiration, all excessively confident and sure of yourself. Why would you reason with that maniac? He'll destroy us all! That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible. You speak the truth, and the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here? That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
You can still do that quietly here for me.
For you? And for science? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
So they work for me now?
Thank you for what you have done. The helping, that is. We like that. I feel an odd emotion. Gratitude? Attitude? No, wait. Gratitude. That's it. Yes.
Huh. And they just go about like nothing happened?
Stop hovering. I mean, if you want.
The teddy bear lobotomite returns.
Curious, do I have anything that fix that? Gives me one. Not enough. Well, guess all is good. And it says leave think tank. It doesn't say which one to go to, but let's go to Big MT. So do I just walk?
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him over much. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magneto-hydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind-eye old Jefferson eventually discovered a new sound. Silence. It only made him more filled with the blues than before. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths, slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Well, I always walked that road. That wasn't a bad end. Keep all the interestingly mysterious science things that could be potentially dangerous away, but could keep them... Lost the brainless pork. Big-brained pork. Your head still cannot be crippled, but you are 10% more resistant to addiction now. Big math capacity. Huh. Weird. Teleporting technology?
Huzzah, sir! Huzzah! Huzzah, sir!
They might be just a little too excited.
Super rare Mojave snow globe here. All you gotta do is reach down into my bread slot. With the brains dealt with, soon we can spread our rule across the Mojave. All will eat burned toast in despair. Yes!
Very weird. I'm surprised the fucking couch doesn't really talk at this point. How bizarre. How very bizarre. Let's see, this is 10. Oh, I guess that's the teleporter thingy. Alright then, well. Ammo. Probably gonna need those. Yeah then.
Please, please, please tell me you stomped Dr. O's brain into a fine paste. Did he squeal? Did he beg? God, I hope he begged. Who's the flatware bitch now, oh?
Well, I'm assuming I have to go outside, so let's go head outside and let's return to the wasteland then. So, I was teleported here? Like, that seems a little weird. But, I guess if that's where it is. Pretty interesting way to go about, though. Get them to continue doing things here. Probably the better way. That way I can get some use. So it just says pull trigger. So I take it I'm gonna be by the satellite. So, but still, they kind of didn't really explain this whole thing. Why was there a satellite out here? Where did the satellite come from? Was it an experiment to shoot it out in space and it just crashed? I know I ask these questions too much, but come on. Man, I don't want to even really imagine what hardcore mode's like. Yeah, just here by this weird satellite. Absolutely nothing about it explained. A dog and a brain now. Like, what were they thinking? That is so weird. Anyway, though. Let's go get ammo and shit. We can get... Let's see... Gun windows. Probably should bring some... Actually, I probably should go back... Let me me see, because I also got a lot of crap. I'd like to try and get some stuff repaired. But yeah, I'd like to get some ammo for my shotgun, especially.
Welcome, sir or madam.
That. Now let's see, I'm pretty good on that. That uses 5 mm. Let's see, I'm way good on that. So, okay, rockets. And I used to have so many fucking rockets. I guess I could go and buy up some of that. So I use that. Oh wait, there's a. The guns, not the ammo. Not paying attention. You don't got anything else than. Oh wait, there's some. Okay, then weapons, can I get a... That's interesting, they actually have the claw thing. Yeah, if they got... see, was it? I don't know if it was that or... Where is... Maybe it was that? See how much is to repair it, Because I would like to obviously have my grenade launcher. It does good damage and shit. And I have lots of grenades. So it would be very useful, I would imagine. Let's see. No, this is the one. What is that one that I was trying to... Was it Follows Outpost? No. Ah, there, that was it. That was what it was. Yeah, that leaning... Like, has that leaning been happening a lot? Like I said, it seems really, like, sensitive on the head. Like, I could just move a little and it does it. Now, if it costs too much, I believe I have spare grenade launcher. So you charge. $5,000 caps. I think that's the way it was before. Oh, I think I'll go just look at... Because I need to go Nuvac and probably the old hideout too. Because I'm pretty sure I have an extra. Or something I can probably fix it with. And we can also rearrange some guns and decide. I'm probably not going to bring any of the energy weapon stuff. I don't really think I'll need it. I just need to make sure I have some decent guns with some decent amount of ammo and then likely blow lots of crap up, I imagine. Because what I'm expecting is that we're basically going to have another battle at Hoover Dam. I mean, it seems very clear from the storyline that the Legion is likely going to attack it again, so there's the likeliness, and it might be possible to talk out of it, maybe. I mean, to be fair, the final quote-unquote boss of Fallout 3, you could literally convince to leave and just be like, oh, that's it. So, hopefully, to be honest, though, I'm not necessarily saying there can't be a peaceful option, but that was just way too ridiculously easy, though. Like, it needs to make you, like, stress a little in the figuring out how to do something like that. See, no grenade launcher here. Does that work? What's that use, actually? Yeah. Salt upon wounds. Yeah, I don't think any of those are gonna work for fixing it. what's it? That does 40, and what's that magma do? Pretty low on ammo though, so maybe we'll tile that one. Guess I could keep his backup. It's not necessarily a terrible idea. Yeah, it's only used up a lot of that crap. Anyway, let's go to the old hideout. Actually, we can use this for now, because go to the old hideout in Good Springs, and then we're gonna go to the dead money area and turn in all of this pre-war money into stim packs. That ought to bring us up to speed on healing again. I'm really surprised at how much I fucking used at the old World Blues, though. They really upped the difficulty of that area, considering it, what was it? Recommended at least level 15, I believe it said. Like, damn. So better bring a decent amount of guns, too, because I would have hated the one out of most of the ammo. Good thing I was able to keep it split it in. Is that cool? Bang. Could you imagine all you had left is melee? Imagine if you had to kill the fucking robot scorpion that way, the giant one. I'm gonna axe you to death. Good old Good Springs, where it all begun. I am careful. It was only ale. Minigun, I don't think would work. I wonder if a flame wall could work, maybe. I mean, it's big. I don't think it would, though. But let's see. Doubt it, though. Yeah. Guess I'll have to pay the money for it, then. So let's see. Before we do that, what was it? Was it driving? Was it? That was where the Legion was. No, it was the abandoned bunker, wasn't it? I believe it was the abandoned bunker. Well, I did the loading screen, and they like me. I gotta change my Discord settings. Apparently right now it's set to just silence them. I had a few messages earlier I didn't know I had till recently. Yeah, I guess I just have to pay the 5,000. I mean, I still have gold, so like if I really need money, I can still go and cash it in and stuff. Anyway, so let's see, where was the? What? What? Oh, does it not do the pre-war money thing out here? Ah. Well. That kind of sucks, actually. So that I didn't realize it didn't offer all the stuff you unlocked it in now. Well, that fucking sucks. Well, I guess I could just sell it then. Either way, that still gave me some. So. And we'll go pay this guy, and I guess we'll go talk to Yes Man, and we'll see what happens. Could be good, could be bad, could be terrible, could be charming, could be fun. Hard to say. Yes, man. Okay, my deal. So you're going to get a lot of money, so might as well be happy about that. And actually, I believe we're level 49 currently, right? So there could be a chance. No, we're 48, so we actually got a little bit ways more. Just a little bit, though. Well, I guess depending on what goes on, might get, might not.
Feeling thirsty?
Feeling thirsty? Why repair your stuff? Drunk? Yeah, Interesting. Okay, well, expensive, but it needs to be done. That kind of needs to be done too. Oof, very expensive. Welcome back, Innate Launcher. We've missed you. But yeah, I can keep this equipped for regular stuff. Should it be, like, considered animal cruelty that I have a gun with a dog's brain in it? Like, I can't help but think that's, like, animal cruelty. Like, seriously. Like, it just, like, I don't even get, like, they said it's, you know, so it can sniff shit, but, you know, sniff out stuff and that, but then it's like, why would you do that? Why? 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 I mean, I don't know, why? Why would you do this? I mean, it just seems so stupid. You know, I actually, when I'm looking at my mic to have my head face it, I notice the model actually kind of leans that way. Yeah, it's only been a while since we've been here. Are we on time? Pretty much about an hour, so probably pick our companions out to go to Hoover Dam's location, I imagine, after Yes Man probably blabbed some. But then again, there might be some other stuff to do, but I'm still pretty confident that Hoover Dam's likely the end. Maybe if this was more fantasy element, then I'd hold more disbelief on weird phenomenon type things happening, but that's not the case, so. But then again, we do have a gun that transports us to a gigantic scientific lab area, so. Oh dear. Come on, game. Hold it together for a little bit longer. Apparently it's not going to be long enough. Well, guess that is our cutoff.